Gonna have a good time. Folks, we are live. Can you dig it? Believe it or not, we're back in the lair. Believe it or not, Dylan couldn't be here because the Gristle missile's all packed up and ready to go on our voyage out to the western regions. And we were going to get set up to rock with Steve today, and Dylan said, wait a minute. Where's all my stuff? Oh, it's in the Gristle missile up in Minnesota. Gristle missile up in Minnesota, ladies and gentlemen. But Steve and I are here. We're ready to play some sweet musics. It's Fishman Monday, Acoustic Monday. Notice I'm wearing my Bringing the Gristle to the Woodshed t-shirt. I am going back to the Woodshed. Andy Wood's Woodshed Guitar Experience late this summer. Eric Johnson's going to be there. Andy Wood, of course. Andy Timmons, Mark Lettieri. So many activities. We're going to let the good, and Brent Mason. Lord have mercy on his twisted soul. Lord have mercy on his twisted soul, as the scrolls foretold. All right, we're going to play a little something. Let's do a little Night Owl now. We haven't done that one in a hot minute. I do enjoy this little shuffle tune for the kids. A shuffle tune for the kids. what's going on out there, music friends. Music friends, where the fun never ends. We're having fun, just the two of us. We are lodged in the orange room, just the two of us. Can you dig it? How about a splendiferous acoustic Rex Charmer? We could totally do that. We could totally do that. Hey, Michael Burrell, it was good seeing you at Toby's party. We had a good time with Michael Burrell and his family, and we had some musical congress as well. We had some musical congress as well. That's good, clean fun for the whole kit and caboodle. Now it's time to do a little acousticizing of the Rex Charmer. You know, I just saw the Rex Charmer last week. I was out in, we need a picture. You know, I was going to take a picture and I failed. I saw it and I was like, I don't want to be a creeper taking a picture of somebody's house in the middle of the day. Like, what is this guy taking a picture of? Like, you live in the Rex Charmer. So the Rex Charmer was a house that they used to rent. The Wildwood folks used to rent for me to stay in, which is actually owned by our buddy Mike Cudahy and his lovely wife Deirdre. It was Deirdre's house from back in the day, and then she sold it. But in the the advertisement for selling it as an Airbnb, it was known as the Rex Charmer because it was on the corner of Rex and Main Street in Louisville, Colorado. And I wrote this little jam one night, sitting around, and I thought, what should I call it? I'm going to call it the Rex Charmer, so I can answer questions. What the hell's a Rex Charmer? Boom. Boom. You just found out. Boom. Now, let me just tune up a little bit, make sure I'm in, just so you know, I'm going through the new complement of, oh, sorry, that's the wrong camera. There we go. The new complement of Delicious Fishman acoustic stomp boxes. I'm really digging the effects, or the EQ pedal, which is the Pro EQ Mini, this brown rascal right here. I'll get to it in a minute. Check it out. This is without it. This is with it. It's just delicious. And then I'm using this as a little boost. And this is a nice little reverb. Sounds good. It sounds good. Feeling good. Are you plugged into the pedals? I am indeed, Sassy Cat. I'm actually using the effects loop on the Aura Spectrum DI, and I'm going through the effects loop with those pedals, and it's actually going out of the Aura into the board, as well as out into my Loudbox Performer amplifier, where Steve is also going through that. Can you dig it? Oh, will you dig it? Here we go. Just like that. That's a little tune called Rex Charmer. How about that Steve Andreoni on the Diggity Doggone? On the Diggity Doggone. We're having fun in the orange room. In the orange room, it is a room l'orange. The room l'orange. There's nothing wrong with any of those things. You know, let's do a little, we can do whatever we want to do, Steve. Can you dig it? Oh, will you dig it? We're going to do a song right now called Absinthe. And this is a song I recorded many yarns ago. And no, indeed not. Too much absinthe can make one consider 2 ears too many, one too many. On a starry, starry night. Slices and dices. Can you get your Van Gogh on? Adam Baum, you savage beast. You are correct. It was initially on the Defenestrator record. And just for fun facts, the studio version of Absinthe, I used a early 90s Clapton Strat, which I especially like when they clean, through a custom Vibrolux amplifier. That was the sound on that particular track. Can you dig? I've never had absinthe. I had given up drinking by the time I knew about absinthe, or else that would have been bad. I'm sure there would have been an accident or two. There would have been no ears. I'd have been, looked like some kind of, and then I got some prosthetics and looked like Frodo. Maybe it did the, yeah, you know what? Do a little, some Dobby ears, you know, nothing wrong with it. Ah. Ha 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 ha. You may be wondering to yourselves, friendos, what kind of contraptionry are you listening to? Well, you are listening to El Stevo and El Grego playing El Fishmano Stuffo. I've got a Matrix Infinity pickup on this Martin Tripolo 28. It's going into an Aura Spectrum preamp through the effects loop of the preamp. You little gobbler of chud. Oh, I gotta go over here. Sometimes it does things that I don't approve. Technology, you're an a-hole. Sometimes I refer to technology as a good old-fashioned a-hole. You see these 4 pedals up here, they're brand new Fishman contraptions, and doggone it, they sound mighty fine. They make my nostrils flare. They make my nostrils flare, you haul. Now this one right here is that Pro EQ Mini, and I'll tell you what, without it on, it sounds like this. With it on, it sounds like this. And I'm also using this glorious reverb device. Here's without the reverb. Here's with it. Ooh. That sounds so damn juicy. And then there's the AB box over here where you can use for all manner of different things. I'm using it right now just as a nice little boost. Super juicy. And the other one's a looper, which of course I don't need right now because I've got real humans with me. Yeah, Steve is at least 2 real humans. And Steve does have a Fishman pickup on his device. Transducers and the 100 and into the bass blender, the Fishman bass blender. That's what's going on. It's a Fishman Love Fest. That's what's going on. It's a Fishman Love Fest. It's a Fishman Love Fest, doggone it. Can you dig it out there in music land? I see Matty K out there. I see Jay. I see Joshua. I see Aaron Schulte. So many people. I see Dusty Bryant. He's asking if this is AI. Hell to the no. AI will never do trade. AI will never do trade. That's right. Everything turning up Fishman, says Michael Burrell. You are not wrong. You are not incorrecto. Diggity dog it. Let's do a little. Let's do that. Here We Go Again song. We haven't done that one in a while. All right, that's probably. Or what else do you play on this one? You do. We haven't done the St. Charles Shuffle in a while. All right, we're good. We could even try that new one if we felt really daring. I won't torture with that one. We can try. I don't torture you. I gotta remember that myself. You like it? Yeah, that's it. Ah. Can you dig all those kind of activities? Can you dig those kind of proclivities? That's not. There it is. Yeah, it's that sharp 9. It's a flat 9 and the sharp 9. E7, flat 9, sharp 9, up to the 7 again. I'll show you that little trick, folks. We got the E. Ah. There it is in a nutshell. There'll be a test next week. Oh, Jay wants a little Captain Comb Over. We can do that one. That's a bear, that one. Oh, that one's a dog and a bear. Sorry. Not close enough for rock and roll is what I like to say. Close enough for a little bit of that rock music. That's it. All right, we're gonna do a little thing called what? What pickups are in that, Martin? Fishman pickups. It's a Matrix Infinity pickup in here. 1, 2, 3. hear that one? Did you hear that one? That's a little song called Captain Comb Over. Can you dig it, ladies and gentlemen? It's good for your soul and good for your corns. It's good for your soul and for your corn. Let's do a little blues and A for the kids. Can you dig that kind of activity? Can you dig those kind of actives? That felt pretty good. That was a little blues and A. I've had that little riff for a while. This, like that. But that works well with the blues. I like it. Sometimes you just got to keep that shit simple. Am I right or am I right? Sometimes you got to keep it simple. How's it going out there, you all? Are you enjoying yourselves today on this just another manic Monday? 'Twas my lucky Bunday. Twas my lucky Bunday. Folks, we're going to do a song right now I wrote back in the day. It's called The Holy Grail. And I had this little gospel-y ditty. Oh, a kitty cat ran out. Did you see that? And Bilbo Cat was in here for a minute. He was making the scene like a kiddie machine. And a buddy of mine lent me this Les Paul, and I love that guitar so diggity doggone much. And at the time, it was the first Les Paul I really got my hands on in a long time. And I thought it was the Holy Grail myself. And one night in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, after playing a gig at the beautiful establishment, it used to be called the Second Street Pub, and then it changed its name to the Wits End because it was run by a guy named Rick Borowitz. And we played there one night, and I went back to where we were staying, and I grabbed that guitar, and I came up with this little ditty. So it's called Holy Diggity Doggone Grail. It goes something here. Matt Turner, the burners out there. I can see you burning. I can see you turning. When you turn and burn, your name is Matt. I don't know if any of that's true, but that's just what came to mind right now. And that's all there is to it. Sorry about that, folks. Here we go. Can you dig it? That's a little thing called Smell the Glove. No, that was a little thing called Holy Grail. Thank you. Sometimes the brain and the mind and the head, they separate. There you go, a little wanders. They do a little wanders, is what they do, you all. How about a little, what else we got in there? We got so many jams. We got a whole lot of jams. How about a little, ooh, a Spanish wine. Let's do that one. Yeah, that's a little thing called Spanish wine. There's some strange chords in that song, ladies and gentlemen. Strange chords. Who sang that originally? That was my buddy John Seeger, who wrote the words to that song, and I wrote the music. So it's an A. And it goes to C sharp minor, to D major, and then B flat major, to F major, to an E sus, like to E major, and then to A, C sharp, D, B flat, to F, E, and then C minor 6, F 7. Back to E. It's a little tricky. It's a little bit of a tricky jam for the kids. The kids can deal with it though. They can say to themselves, I'm a child, but yet I can learn. The E is sus. Yes, it is. The E is sus, and E is sus. It's good for your brains. The E is sus, and it's good for your brain. Oh, I see you, Kurt. Kurt Koenig in the house. Kurt Koenig in the house. Kurt Koenig in the house. Kurt. That's right. We did a version of that on the Third Coast Blues Collective release. We did a version of that song, and Susan Julian sang it. Here we go again. Let's do that one now. I always forget that because I'm always going as opposed to. That's right. That's an old song called Here We Go Again. Old tune of mine from back in the day. It's still used every damn day at 10 o'clock on WKLH here in beautiful Milwaukee as their sign-off theme, I think. They're still using it. They used to use Holy Grail back in the day. Then they used Chiefs Blues. I think they used Chiefs Blues first. Then they switched it to Holy Grail, and then they switched it to Here We Go Again for the kids. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Mr. McBradster wants to hear a little bit of Rosebud. We could probably do that. Let me tune to open G, if you please. I gotta remember my own damn song. I gotta remember my own damn song. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Well, maybe do one more for the kids. Remember that one?
I think so.
Yeah, right. Come on now. It's wandering a little far afield. Come on, you dirty dog. We're doing a little thing called Lowell-esque for you now. Did you hear that? That was a song called Lowell-esque. A lot of these selections, folks, appeared on a record I did a little while back. A record I did a few years back. A record I did a few called, that skips in it. It was called Acoustic Gristle Soup. What a delicious, delicious broth of musical nougats. So there you have it. Steve Andreoni on the bass today, ladies and gentlemen. And Acoustic Gristle Soup, that's it. It's a record. And you can find it wherever records are procured these days. You can stream it, you can ream it, you can dream it, you can scheme it. Whatever you need to do to get it, that's what you need to do. Your soul demands it. And when your soul calls, you better answer, or else you're a fool. Folks, thanks so much for tuning in. I think we'll be back here next Monday. We got one more before I go off on the merry road. Make sure you check gregkoch.com for all those tour dates. We're going to be out for about a month. We're heading out west. KMT, heading out. We've got, if you live in the following states, take notice: Montana, Idaho, Washington State, Oregon, Northern Cali, Nevada, and Utah, Salt Lake City. We're also going to be, if you live in BC, Edgewater, BC, we're playing up there, a place called the Mountain Music Festival. And we are going to mountain and we're going to music. Two things, mountains and music. I'm going to stay away from bears, though, because they scare the shit out of me, especially those big old grizzlies. They ain't playing. Yeah, one swipe, and you're disemboweled, Steve. You got to be careful. They would just go, like we might go, oh, you. But they've got, 10-inch claws. Oh, you. And next thing you know, your guts are everywhere. Thanks, bear. Great sense of humor you got there, Mr. Bear. They look so cuddly until they eat you. And then not so much. Anyways, thanks so much for tuning in, folks. We appreciate it. Don't be afraid to tell all your friends where the music is happening on Mondays and Fridays at 4 p.m. Central Time on the Intergoogles. They may be doing other things. I can't speak to what their activities are, those who aren't here. But those who are here, we know that you are music friends, where the fun never ends, as the scrolls foretold. Am I right or am I right? Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. I don't know why I'm singing that. I just felt like it. All right, folks, thanks so much. We'll see you cats on the flippity and the McFloppity. Bye for now.